So, my name is Bentley, and this is where I live. Not every day, most days. Um, this is my view. Some days, not every day. And I have been homeless for almost right at 2 years. By choice, I guess. I don't really know why. I'm a smart person, capable of a lot, make a lot of money, but when my kids were taken, and there's some fucked up circumstances around that, messed up circumstances, kind of sent me into a tailspin. And I've always been, I guess you'd say, a little lost in life. Didn't know what to do. But that like straight up like totally, I don't know, screwed it up for me. Only time I was stable in life was when I had Tessa, and then Zane, and then Cora, the 2DS. But that was kind of the point where everything hit the fan, because I was able to hold it together enough for the first two, and then when the third one came along, Tessa or Cora, I lost it, man. I was just like, not lost it, but there's a lot of chaos in my life, and I was like, I didn't know how to deal with it. Not how to deal with it. I couldn't manage it all. And I thought I couldn't manage the kids, my wife as well, Melissa. I love her, but dude, when she's around, she can't get anything done. Nothing. I lose so much money. I can't think. Love her, I mean, to a fault. I'd do anything for her. But here it is, February 29th, 2020. And it seems like on most days of significance or importance, I find myself to be oh, snippity snappity alone. And why? I don't know. I think it's partly because, and yeah, this is the Hilton, and I don't care. I don't know. Like, she goes off, runs off, does whatever she wants. Woke up this morning, and last night, craziness. But anyways, woke up this morning alone, solo, and being asked to vacate the hotel I was in, because last night just she wouldn't stop, dude. Wouldn't stop. Anyways, that's not what I'm here about. I'm here to chronicleize or to show you my life, because today in America, it's a different world. It's digital, right? And in a digital world, you have to have an ID. You have to have, I guess, digital, stability. You have to have whatever you have to have. I don't know, but you know what? I don't have any of that. I haven't had an identity in 9 months, 8 months, and I do this every day. Make a lot of money and fuck it, whatever. Stay in Hilton's. I have some friends along the way, but my life's pretty hard. I mean, I have to make every single day. I have to make it happen every day, and I do. Some days are better than others. Some days are not. I miss my kids every day. I found out my kids are here. That was a huge burden lifted, because I didn't want to stop moving. I wanted to go where my gut told me to go. My gut told me to go here. And about a month ago, my daughter tried to make contact with me, and Lord, I called DCS, and I started to call the person back and asked to speak to Tessa, but apparently I'm a crazy outsider freak or something, you know, I don't know, what they call it, someone who talks to kids or something like that, like, because my daughter attempted to contact me, so I attempted to contact her back because I love her, and I was like, and Todd told me, he said, imagine it this way, imagine a stranger from the outside just starts talking to your kids, and I was like, Todd, I'm not a fucking stranger, these are my kids, that really peed me off. And then I found out Kathy Fulkerson, the director of DCS in Evansville, Indiana, while I was having all my stuff done, was the person who adopted my kids. And at the time I had to give up my rights. They lost my paperwork. I went to jail because me and my wife were arguing in a casino, and I was supposed to be there for 3 days. They released me. And then 48 days later I got out. It just so happens that 7 days in, that's 4 days after I was supposed to be released, my wife had a court date. They moved me into that court date instead, and told me then I had to give them my rights. They were going to take them. So the director of DCS adopts my kids. I get put in jail. They lose my paperwork. In the process, after they lost my paperwork, I have to go to my wife's court date, which was vacated, but then recated or whatever. And I went instead when I was supposed to be let go, but I wasn't because they lost my paperwork. And then I had to give up the rights to my kids. Seems fishy. I really want to sue the hell out of DCS. So anyways, here I am. I don't know what I want to do. I have a bachelor's degree in international business. I'm really good with money. I'm really good with words. I'm really good with convincing people to give me money. But there's a lot of people out there that aren't. I see homeless people day in and day out. I live with them. I mean, I don't live with them, but I see them all day. Someone asks me for money going down the street, I give them $20, you know, hands down all the time. 5, 10, 20, whatever I have on me. While most of y'all pass them up and say no, I don't. You know why? Because I live it. Anyways, I have 1 pair of jeans. I have 4 shirts. I have 5 pairs of socks, 5 pairs of underwear, pair of shoes, 1 pair of shoes. And look at me, you know, you wouldn't suspect it, but I live out of a backpack, and I have to live in a way that people can't tell that I'm homeless, because if they can, they treat you entirely different. But when they can't tell, you get treated way different. So, world was cruel, world was crazy. Oh yeah, here it is again, a special holiday, and like whatever, the 29th of February, last February 29th, I guarantee I was with my daughter, and Zane, the core was born yet, she wasn't. So it's gonna be a special holiday. My wife's not around, she's somebody else. That's okay, because when she's not around, I make a freaking lot of money, because I can think, because I don't have anyone to distract me, because I get told that I don't provide, I don't do anything, even though we live out of Hilton's, we live out of Marriott's, we live out of Wyndham, Choice, wherever, you know, someplace nice, no holes in the wall, no Roche motels, and that's $200 a night, $200 a night times 360, times 7 days a week, that's 1,400 times 228, and no, it's $2,800 a month. I don't spend that much, but I guarantee you I spend at least $1,500 to $2,000 a month in hotels. We eat out every meal. We have some friends we stay with on occasions, but they have issues. I help them. I want my kids back more than anything in the world. I want to talk to my kids. I realize at this point in time getting them back may not be an option, but I at least want to be a part of their lives. As I get older, my brain has started working different. I feel smarter. I feel faster. I feel more intelligent. More things make sense. Stephen Hawking is very inspiring. Mozart, thinking about how he composed and what he did with his inabilities, and I shouldn't say inabilities, because to have lack of what to not have what we have, to not have what he had, which was a lack of sight and hearing. There's so many other elements, you know, our bodies, where they make up in areas we lack. And I don't want to experience that. Trust me, I like my vision, I like my sound, I like my sight and sound, all that. But I sometimes wonder, you know, did he feel the vibrations? How was he able to, in his mind, hear what he couldn't hear, see what he couldn't see, and just make it so freaking beautiful. Stephen Hawking, how is he able to solve these mathematical equations and see, you know, what he does, what he did with his limitations? It seems like some of the smartest, most inspirational people of our time are the people with the biggest limitations that society often downplays. But anyways, my name is Bentley Brown. I'm homeless, going on 2 years, and from now on, like every day, I'm gonna start to do a vlog, or whatever you call it, and I'll keep on smoking in Hilton's, pissing people off, making a lot of money, and doing whatever the fuck I want to do, because I miss my kids. I hurt. I have pain. To cover up that pain is intense. The pain, I can't describe it. I've experienced a lot of pain in my life, but there's nothing like someone ripping away your kids, especially when you didn't want to. I miss you, Tessa. I miss you, Zane. I miss you, Cora. I love you all very much, and I want more than anything in the world every single day to talk to y'all, to say I love you, to hug you, to let you know that this isn't what I wanted by any means from day one. Never ever did I want this. And I don't think I'll ever have a normal life. I'll ever have anything close to normal, or ever be able to put myself back together until I do have you as part of my life again. So, if you're out there going from hotel to hotel, city to city, wandering like I am, no identity, what's up? So, how do I do it? Maybe at some point we'll get into that, but yeah. I mean, as a homeless person, I just had McAllister's for dinner, staying at a Hilton. My wallet is in by no means or shape of imagination. I mean, I don't have a lot of money, but I don't lack or want, you know. Money means nothing. I don't give a crap about it. Can't take it with you. And the people that give me money, God, y'all are so, oh my God. I mean, there's some people that are just like on their deathbeds and like they have quarters of millions or millions of dollars, and they're so freaking worried about this and that. And it's just like, wow, you greedy little, there's so much more to life. And kind of having my kids taken away from me, and that pain has shown me that life ain't about money. Life ain't about your car. Life ain't about this and that. And yeah, do I want a nice car? Yeah. Do I want money? Yeah. Do I want everything that money comes with? Yeah. But I would sacrifice every dime I had if I was a billionaire, if it meant getting my kids back. To be poor again, I would do anything. But I think this is part of what I'm supposed to go through or something, because this has taught me a lot. I mean, do I struggle? Yeah. Not really. If I banked all the money I made, I would make. I have banked things where I made 30 grand in a month, and I don't know. Scared. I'm very scared to get a spot, to get a home, to get anything, just for the fear to be ripped away, taken away. My whole life, I've lived with not having a family, not having something stable. I mean, at one point, yes, I did, but when I turned 18, my dad was like, or 19, when I was ready to graduate high school, he was like, you got two choices. He's like, you get a job, make it your own, or you can go to college, I'll pay for it. So I did, I paid for it, but even then I went and lived abroad, studied abroad, did this, did that. After college, went to the Peace Corps, traveled here, traveled there, never really completed anything, never had a job very long. Don't know. I kind of feel lost in the world. Like belong but don't belong. I don't know what I want to do, but I know that I'm smart, and I know that I can do great things. And So I'm gonna start doing this vliggity vloggity vloo and see what happens with me and you. I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna see what happens, and maybe I'll be able to by doing this, by talking to myself, by reflecting on who I am every day, where I've been, what I've done, where I'm going, which who knows where that is. But by reflecting on all this, I'll be able to make some semblance of my life and be a better person. Get that communication with my kids that I so desperately want, and do something with life. So, oh, I dropped the soap on accident. Anyways, this is me, and again, I'm Bentley. I'm homeless. These are my chronicles, whatever that means, and to the next episode, which should probably be in like an hour or so. So hang tight and stuff like that. Wow.